In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to set up trades when it comes to trading NFTs. So let's say somebody mentioned to you a project and you're looking to buy that particular project, or you hear about it from somewhere. You hear about it on Twitter, Discord, and you suddenly jump into the chart, you jump onto their OpenSea. How do you know whether now is a good time to actually buy into that project? How do you make that decision? I'm going to go through that today. And the example I'm using is a collection that's trending at the moment, and it's called Hikari. So Hikari Official. Now, if you have a look on their Twitter page, you'll see that they've already launched, but they are still awaiting reveal. I don't know exactly when the reveal is. I think for Mint, they did a Dutch auction, so starting at mint price of 0.3. So a less common way of doing it, kind of a method that a lot of people are not too keen on. But anyway, that's where they're at the moment. Now, if we have a look on the chart, I'm using NFT Nerds for this example. You can see that they launched on 11th of April. And since then, at the beginning, there was a pump in price. But since then, prices pulled back all the way down to around 0.3. That's where it's trading right now. So let's zoom into that further so we get a better idea. So the question really is, should you trade Hikari today? Should you buy into this project at 0.32? Is it a good price to buy or a bad price to buy? What kind of factors do you take into consideration when making that decision? Now, when you have a look at the listings here on the left, you've got the trades here on the right, you can see straight away the artwork has not revealed. And let me confirm that to you by scrolling down on OpenSea. You can see the artwork has not revealed. So that's the first thing to know. You're technically buying this in what I call pre-reveal. Now, this could reveal anytime, and it's important for you to check the exact time of reveal for this particular collection, because if it's revealing, let's say in the next few hours, that's important as well, because a lot of people, so out of the 3,700 or so owners of this particular collection, a lot of them are waiting for the reveal and then making a decision, should they buy or should they sell. And a lot of them, the reason they hold into reveal, some are holding for the long term anyway, but a lot of them are holding into reveal hoping to hit something that's a rarer one in the collection, and potentially that rarer one could sell for more money. It could sell for 1 ETH, 2 ETH, maybe even 5 ETH plus. Who knows? We'll only see when we get to reveal and we see what the price action's like there. So how do you decide whether now's a good time to buy? So that's one consideration. When is the reveal? When reveal? The other things to consider are the following. The price action during pre-reveal. Now, another way you could actually trade this, you could actually buy here at the 0.3 and you could flip it. If it goes back to 0.4, 0.5, you could flip it before the reveal. So you're literally buying a collection where the artwork's not revealed and then you're selling it beforehand as well for profit. And you're making your 0.1 ETH, 0.2 ETH and walking away. The only problem with that is usually you need volume to move a market upwards. And usually now in this particular collection, the next time we're going to see volume is during the reveal. That doesn't mean the price is going to go up. I'm just saying that's the next time we see important trading volume like we saw here. Anytime there's a pre-sale, public sale, lots of volume comes into the market. Now, if Hikari makes some other announcement before their reveal, some partnership, some other collab, or it's mentioned elsewhere, that's another reason for the price to pump. But more often than not, that doesn't really happen. And I can already see here, there was a resistance line at 0.4 and it hit it a few times and failed to break through. And that's why it's pulled back down to 0.3. So that's a lot of resistance there. And if we scroll down, we can see the floor thickness as well on NFT Nerds. We can literally see how many listings are at different prices. So let's zoom into this further to give you a better idea. So if I change the group size to 0.01 or 0.02, you can literally see all of the listings at specific prices. And you can see most of the listings are at 0.40. Which is why I always advise, if you're looking to buy and sell NFTs, don't sell them at round numbers. Sell them lower. So sell them at 0.38, for example, because you're more likely to then make your sale compared to the 40 listings at 0.4. Maybe some of them will get sold, but then the price might pull back as well, because it's an important resistance level. I hope that makes sense. But if you have any questions about that, just let me know in the comment section below. And by the way, NFT Nerds, we've been partnering with them for a while, and I'm very pleased to announce that we're releasing more free memberships to some of our Wizard Pass holders. So they will get free 6-month memberships. This is not discounted, completely for free. 6 months access to NFT Nerds. And also I've got several of the 1 month options as well, which I'm offering completely for free to to our Wizard Pass holders. If you're interested in joining our Discord, it's the first link in the description below. So we've talked about the fact that it's been downtrending since that initial volume, which is not always a good sign unless some new news comes to the market. So the third consideration is, are you expecting any news before they reveal? It's unlikely from what I can see on Twitter, but that's something to keep an eye on. Because if you're looking to do a pre-reveal flip, ideally what you'd want to do is buy in early and then wait for the pump, and then the pump should continue moving. Price might move sideways, but at no point should it be trending downwards. And if it's already trending downwards with lower highs and lower lows, that's already not a great sign. So yes, potentially this could pump to 0.4, but it's a flip of a coin. And when you take out the commissions and the royalties, you're not going to make much money on that flip. And you know for almost 100% certain, as we go into reveal, everybody's going to panic and the price will come down again anyway. So if you are looking to flip before reveal, you have to make sure it's at least a day or more before the actual reveal itself. And the reason I say that is because prices always dip as we coming into a reveal because people are nervous about what's going to happen there. So they make that decision, either whether to sell right now and run. And also during reveal anyway, prices dip further because people sell non-rares. Let me see if I can find you some examples. I've got another NFT here which again has a decent amount of hype, and that's called Haki NFT. So if we just look at their Twitter as well, you can see they've got a really big Twitter following. And a lot of people are following this because it's the Azuki style artwork here in these particular collections. And if you have a look at how they're doing at the moment, so it's very similar. So 5,000 items, around 3,000 or so owners at the moment, and they are pre-reveal as well. And they're due to announce their reveal soon. Now, if we have a look at the chart here, and I'm just using IC Tools for this particular example because we can stretch out the chart here a little bit. You can see that at the beginning, when they initially pumped, you get that V-shaped pump. Now, this would have been a point where you could potentially buy in around the 0.2, 0.25, there or thereabouts, and then look to sell. And those of you who managed to sell this at just under 0.5, remember, don't sell at 0.5, sell at under. So 0.47, 0.48, that would have been a really nice flip. Since then, price has gone sideways. It's attacked 0.4, but still, potentially, you could say that this has more legs in it than Hikari, which we looked at before. So let me explain why. If we just do some general analysis on the chart, you can see we're going sideways, but we can see that 0.4 is a resistance, and we're starting to get slightly higher lows. So if you did jump into this at 0.35, 0.36 and held, you could hold thinking it would hit 0.4 again and maybe push through. As long as there's still a good bit of time before reveal, there needs to be still a few days left. They shouldn't be revealing in the next few hours or the next kind of 24 to 48 hours, ideally, because we know it's going to dip again. So then potentially this is a good trade because your reward here, potentially if you can get to 0.5, your reward could be decent. It could be 0.13, 0.14 ETH, which is a decent amount. Your risk is low here because you could sell at a quick loss for 0.31, 0.32 and just move on if nothing's happening with price. Ideally though, you'd want to place your stop loss, although it's really not technically a stop loss, it's an imaginary one in your mind. You could place it underneath this support at 0.3. So you could place it at, well, you could say to yourself, if price got to 0.28, for example, then I'm just going to sell and move on. And it's not the end of the world. So that's how I would look at a Haki. But the chart looks a lot better. So always look at what the trend is and whether we're getting higher highs and higher lows going into reveal. That's a good way to actually estimate. But don't ignore the stuff I said at the initial part of this video. You have to know when reveal is, because once we get into reveal, we'll get a dip. Now, if we look on here, you'll see that Haki is due to reveal very, very soon. It's actually later today, which is why for this particular trade, going back, now looking at obviously the reveal times and stuff, Haki doesn't make sense to actually invest into. So this final little bit of pump here is not worth trading into, because very likely the price will drop now again as we go into reveal, and then we'll see what happens during reveal. Now I'm doing a live AMA for our members literally later today, and very likely if Haki is revealing at the time, I'm going to include that in the live training. So I'm going to show them literally how you could trade during reveal, because I think that would be really useful for people to see. But basically what I'm expecting is for price to drop, but if the artwork has revealed really well and has got good reception from everybody watching, then you can get a good floor price trade during reveal, and also you can flip rares for profit as well. But the only problem is you don't know, just from a few sneak peeks, you never know if the entire collection is going to be very, very high quality or not. From what I can see from the sneak peeks, it does look really good, but we don't know that for 100% sure. And also, obviously, as they mentioned here, their royalties are 5%. So when it comes to actually flipping, that helps as well, because that's less commission you'd have to pay potentially. So I'm going to be watching this very, very carefully, along with some of our Discord members as well. So just going back onto the trending chart, and I just wanted to recap so it makes complete sense, because we've got a few collections here which are obviously brand new. And let's go into Bow Society, for example. So this is what you need to know. So in terms of recap, where are they in terms of the collection? Is there a public sale coming up? Is reveal coming up? Are they still pre-reveal? You can easily do that by clicking on buttons like OpenSea button here on NFT Nerds, IC Tools, or whatever software you're actually using. And then the other thing to know is follow their Twitter. What are they saying? Are they announcing any collabs or partnerships just before reveal or just after? Sometimes they let you know that beforehand. And then also, what is the price action doing? Is it trending upwards, higher highs, higher lows, or downwards? Because when it's trending upwards, it tends to get to resistance levels, pull back like it did here, and then try and attack it again if it's going to do well. And as a reminder, the volume is what moves markets. So even in this particular one, if you scroll down, you'll see the volume. It's the volume that's coming into the market that pushes the price more so than anything else. And that's what we saw here. At the beginning, there was not enough volume. Then volume came in. That's what pushed everything up. So I hope those tips help. If you have any questions, mention them in the comment section below. Thanks for listening.